What are some college life pro tips? Try to make friends with someone in each class. Classwork is a lot less stressful if you have people you can discuss things with or get notes if you miss a day, or who can give you a heads up about changes in assignments, etc. This holds especially true for other students who share your major. 3 of my good college friends and I had basically the same schedule our junior and senior years due to similar major requirements. We were able to learn from each other a lot of the time, knock out homework thoroughly, and go to the bar. Learn to cook. Ordering food is seriously expensive. /r/each a pandilthy. Don't buy your books at the bookstore. Always buy from Amazon, Chegg, or some other source. The bookstore is way overpriced and never worth your time. Except the stupid custom edition books that can only be bought from your own school's store. My school likes to rip everyone off that way, especially for intro classes. If you have a book like that, you're probably ducked. Sleep. You won't function nearly as well if you're dead tired all the time. Instead of playing video games for another 2 hours, just go to bed. A couple of my friends in first year reversed their sleep schedule, so they slept all day and stayed up all night watching TV online. Their marks suffered, and it's royally screwed them over since. My freshman roommate did this, except he read the newspaper instead of watching TV. Weird bird, that one. Don't buy those mesh garbage cans they sell in every campus bookstore. You won't put a bag in it. You or someone else will vomit in it. It will get everywhere. A puke calendar. Get to know your professors early on. As you get into your later years at school, a good prof connection can land you a research or marking job and can be a great reference. I did my senior thesis with a prof I'd known since first year. Also, don't be afraid to study and work on campus. My marks were a lot better in my 3rd and 4th year because I did 75% of my work at school. Being a professor, these comments make me happy. So, about this upcoming semester. Can I just get an A? Hell, I'm in this linear algebra class. I'm happy with a B, lol. Go to class. Do the reading the day you get. Start that ducking paper today. Go to class source. I have mad regrets, son. Seriously. Everyone does it. Everyone regrets it. Procrastination. I thought I could skip classes week after week and write papers/study at the last minute. And you know what? I got my degree. 8 years later. Get involved in your department as soon as possible. I can't emphasize this enough, and I wish I had done this earlier when I was in school. Your professors likely still work/do research in what they teach. Find a professor or 2 that you like and ask them how you can help if they have any opportunities to do research with them or other things, depending on your major. They are wonderful connections to have, and they will love that you actually care about what you're studying and want to get involved. I wish I had done this earlier. I could have been one of the students going to awesome conferences and co-writing papers. What was your major, if you don't mind me asking? Egg in ramen edit. Since this post has gotten some attention, I will post my makeshift recipe that you may or may not like. First off, I use the Oriental American ramen as my main staple, but of course I love to try everything. First I cook the noodle in the post, softening them up. Then I add soy sauce, mirin if I have any, lemon/lime juice, sriracha, garlic powder, cinnamon, and the flavor packet. That makes up the most of the broth. Next, I like to add vegetables, any kind really, just whatever I have in my fridge that works. I make sure to add the egg last because it cooks really fast. At this point I'm looking through my fridge for anything that might add a little extra flavor. Old Asian food leftovers, especially beef, makes it taste better. It works best to add it to a separate bowl first, whisk, then add it into the pot slowly, but that makes another bowl dirty. If you skated through high school without really learning how to study, manage your time, or do any real work, and you think you can do the same thing in college, you're probably gonna be in for a very rude awakening. Edit. Clarified my point. And that's why I'm nervous. Hey, man. Thousands of people across the US are in the exact same position as you right now. The most important thing is to go into college with the mindset that you're going to work harder than you've ever worked and put school above all else. The people who get butt ducked by college life are the people who go into it thinking it's going to be like Blue Mountain State or some shit. Find a toilet nobody knows about on campus. One that's clean or has 2-ply toilet paper. Find that magical toilet and tell nobody of its existence. Edit. Thanks for the gold, strangers. This is a tip that keeps working after you finish college. There was a company where I worked that had a big file storage room where old contracts were put to rest in binders. Way back, behind row after row of shelves, there was a bathroom. Not only a toilet, but a shower stall as well. Network. Seriously, you don't realize how little time you have. You will not be guaranteed any kind of job after college, so networking is extremely important. It isn't too hard either. Just attend some networking events, talk to some of the people there. A lot of them are really cool and want to recruit people, they just need to do it in advance. Also, your alumni organization will usually have some kind of assistance too. Getting your networking set up will really help you out in the long run. Plus, if you have to leave your job or get let go, you can reach out to the companies you networked with to get work faster. The term networking was always really scary to me. I think a better way to think about this part is to just be generally sociable, pursue your passions, and hang out with people who share similar values. That's pretty much networking in a nutshell. Visit a counselor to figure out how many credits you should take to get you out of there on time. I didn't, and now I'm going another semester, which has really drained my bank account. Honestly, I feel like, even when I talk to a counselor, they never give me a direct answer, and usually it's a very vague response. Stay hydrated while drinking. You don't want to feel too shitty in class. Go to your professor's office hours. Go to class. Take notes with ducking pen and paper, not a laptop. Laptops will distract you. Pay attention and it'll pay off later. When you're in class, actually be in class. I assure you you'll absorb the material better if you pay thorough attention during the lecture, so less time spent studying later. Edit. Addressing a common comment. As someone with a CS degree, I assure you, even if you're in CS, don't bring a laptop to lecture. Don't bang everyone who lets you, or don't let everyone bang you. When you meet your roommate for the first time, scream as loud as you can and kick them in the chest, asserting your dominance for the remainder of the semester. Be on guard for similar displays for your roommate, as the dominant status will be used later to select mates. Don't forget to do this when you first meet all your professors too. It will assert your dominance in the class and show everyone that you're better than the teacher. As well, it will gain the professor's respect and will cause them to give you straight A's on everything. Trust me, no one wants to mess with the kid that screams and kicks people in the chest. Also, pee on the podium your professors will use. That way when they're lecturing they can smell your alpha scent. Make sure to kick the podium over first, just so there's no confusion as to who is in charge. Dude, don't duck around. High school is nothing. College is so much more important. I'm about to start my 3rd year and that's the best advice I can give. Keep your GPA up. I lost my bright future scholarship because my GPA dropped too low. It was a free $2,500 every year. And now I'm struggling to pay for tuition. Good luck, homeboy. In the cafeteria on the first day, find the biggest, toughest guy and beat the shit out of him. I did not attend an Ivy League university. Show up to office hours periodically, even if you don't really need help. Just get to know the professors and make sure they know you. Eventually you'll need reference letters for a few things. Can't stress this enough. I know my grad school required 4 letters of recommendation. I'm quite independent and not the most talkative person, so it was hard for me to think of questions and build rapport with my professors. I found myself planning out questions and times to go. I would even purposely take classes with the same prof, just so I could have more time to get to know them. It definitely paid off though. Use Quizlet/flashcard apps for when you are inevitably waiting in a line to study more frequently in short bursts, so you have more time for activities and a social life. Go to class. 1. Do not skip classes. 2. Pay attention and take good notes. 3. Always use a condom during sex. I'm assuming you're going to be a freshman. So here's the biggest piece of advice I can give you. Be friendly. Smile and say hello to everyone you make eye contact with. Keep your dorm room door open while you are in the room. And say hey to people walking by. They may want to come in. And say hello if you do. Do the same with others. Poke your head in. And say what's up when walking by open doors in your hallway. I lived on a floor with 100 other people my freshman year and going to be a senior now. And I made numerous friends this way. A lot of them I lost touch with as I refined my group of friends, but a lot of them I'm also still very good friends with. It will feel weird at first, but as a person with social anxiety, trust me, and embrace the weirdness.